Welcome to the channel. I've got some more scenery and a battle mat from urbanmats.com, who also did this battle mat here. And rather than just doing a review, I thought I'd do something useful, like show you how I would go about setting up a table with this stuff. Now, I've done a full 20-minute video playing around with lots of terrain on www.deploymentzone.tv. So if you want a more in-depth video, then go to the Deployment Zone and check that one out. But in this video, we're just going to mess with this stuff here in this bit of the video and this battle mat. But I've got even more to play around with afterwards. Right, this is what it all looks like once you get it all out of the packaging. And can I just say that never in the English language have the two words well and packed been so physically demonstrated to me before. So yeah, Badlands bunker set. This is the Wastelands mat that they do, and I think they already fit very well together there, but I want to do it on the Badlands mat. And this is the Badlands mat, and if you're familiar with any of my videos, you'd have seen this one a lot, because you can put hills on it, and you can put ruins on it, or you can put desert terrain on it, like the Badlands bunker set, and this is all it laid out in full. Now, my table is 6x4, not the minimum size table, which is a foot narrower and half a foot less wide. So if you've got the minimum size table, you're Gucci. But I like the larger size table. It allows me to get up to 3,000, 4,000 point games on the table without it being too much of a squeeze, particularly if you bring lots of big models. Anyway, I'm not setting up the table. This is just the start. I also got this, which on the inside looks like this. Some walls. We're going to need some walls to hide behind. And then, yeah, I got another box as well. And we got some pipes, industrial pipes, because there's pipes coming out of the buildings. So setting up a table, the first thing you should do is put a large line of sight blocking terrain pieces in the middle of the battle grid. So large it can bury a Land Raider. The more you can block off line of sight, the more tactical this game will be for you. Utilizing firing lanes and shutting down your opponent's firing lanes is a key tactic in miniature wargaming. So I'm going to do this for one of my buildings over here. That works. And I'll put that relatively close to the center as well. And then once you've figured out the middle, then start thinking about each of the corners. And always get down on your knees and pray to the God Emperor of Mankind while you're checking those sight lines. After that bit, I went left and right, leaving Land Raider size gaps to be able to pass through. Keeping all the scenery in alignment, there's a town. A town's going to spring up here. So left and right done, and then this right side spoke to me because there was a large area open up all the way down here, and you can see the holes. Something big needs to go there, something tiny over there. And here's something bigger, and here's something tiny, and I got this left over. And I've also noticed that there's a lot more light cover. There's more pipes on that side of the battle grid than there are on this side of the battle grid, so now I need to do some swapping to make sure it's even. So we swapped it around a little bit. Still got this left. I'll put it over in that corner. Sport for choices. Does it go there? Or there? Or there? I need to have a look. There. That looks best. Now for these things. A couple of things you can do with walls. You can make them very regular and make little pockets like this. Little bunkers, gardens, nests. You can also do things like this and do something like this, which basically marking out the streets. You know, this is where the cars go, up and down that way. But I wouldn't suggest just dropping them across some of these things that we've done to bunker up. It doesn't, I'll show you. You sort of get this effect, and I don't think it works as well. Anyway, I've gone back to the roadway design, and you could leave it like that. This would be a good game to play Warhammer 40k on. Some crappy hab blocks on a faraway world pumping up heat from underground because the air's frigid and cold. There's plenty of line of sight blocking unless you're playing huge stuff, but I'm not going to leave it like this because I've got access to more stuff. Everyone's got more stuff, right? Everyone's got something unless you're completely new. And you should all have by now some gravel stones, aquarium stones, pick them up from your neighbour's driveway, and some lichen. Lichen, find it on eBay and places like that. This stuff is cheap. And depending on where you live in the world, this stuff could be free. And yeah, I've also got this stuff from urbanmats.com, but I'm saying how I would set up a table, right? And I would go over the top. I like over the top tables. So with a couple more buildings over there and down here, we've extended the roadway a bit. The town just looks a little bit denser. Basically the same effect and the same feel though, but by adding as much stuff as you can, you make the game more tactical. So, stones before the lichen. I like putting them around the buildings and where pipes are and things like that. Oh, and this will become part of your hobby arsenal, not just something you watch someone else use. You're going to need one of these to tidy up your stones and bit things. When you're done, it looks like this. I'm basically using the rocks to frame a lot of the battlefield that I've put down already, but also not being afraid to overdo it in certain quarters. As far as the game is concerned, the rules are concerned, the rocks are the battlefield. They're the table. They play no part in affecting the models and things, but they do look cool. It's about texture. It's about bringing the table to life. And talk about bringing it to life, lichen. And look and see where all your rock piles are and drop some lichen on there. Before, after. It's it's alive. Then after all the lichen goes down, it looks like this. And one more thing, just one more thing. Barrels. Everyone needs barrels. It's industrial, right? And there we have it. Barrels. Everyone's got barrels. These are all Games Workshop barrels. Have you got barrels? You need barrels as well. Or a box with bits like these in, which I think these are all GW, I think. Some of them aren't. And we're done. And I'm not going to add more terrain. And I'm sorry I kept adding more and more layers of terrain. But the honest answer to the question, how do I make a gaming table look really cool, is you need to add more and more terrain. It's not less is more is more. More is more becomes a problem if you're doing tournament, competitive shenanigans, things like that. But if you just want to chill and play on a really good battle map, on a really good table, you need more. But anyway, I think I proved my point. The Badlands battle mat goes well with everything, including the Badlands bunker set from urbanmats.com, plus some more bits that I got, and more bits that I got, and more bits that I got. I'm sorry. Sorry, not sorry. Because it looks cool. Because this is what it's all about. Cool miniatures on cool battle grids, clashing with each other, rolling dice, having fun, making sure your opponent has fun too. So that's the Badlands set. That's how I go about setting up a table, making sure that there's line of sight blocking, large stuff in the middle and all across the battle grid, making sure it's even, there's balance, but starting in the center and working outwards, and rocks and lichen. You need those things. Anyway, hope you enjoyed that video. Happy wargaming.